how's it going? All right, well, let's see here. Mommy and Daddy. The people that were, the first people you met, right? You might have an allegiance to them. You might hate them. You might have an allegiance to them through hating them, right? Whenever you're trying to, whenever you're doing wrong, whenever you're doing something incongruent with your goals, that's a little love note to mommy and daddy. That's what that is. You're like, I need them to fix this for me. I'm gonna act out because we grew up in our formidable years with these two people that would cue in on stuff that we were doing wrong and fix it, or at least show us how to fix it. Maybe the combination of the two. But I gotta say, it's very evident, it's very obvious that that's the way we all work, and you can tell, you can see this in, you can see this in a lot of things, especially interpersonal relationships. That's why there's all these rifts and stuff in certain relationships, marriages, boyfriend, girlfriend, house cat, house dog, whatever it is, and we're ever so Pavlovian about it. We learn to do these things, and we can unlearn how to do these things, or we can learn to do something else, and we can put less value on it. The reason you brush your teeth every day is because your toothbrush and your toothpaste are in the same spot every day. If you didn't have that stuff in the same spot every day, you could probably, fall out of rhythm with that and everything, Same goes with your bed and anything like that. So just bear that in mind whenever you're dealing with your problems or things that you want to adjust in your life. Just know that practice and habits, habits and practice. If you just lay this stuff out, life will play it out. To be silly and catchphrasy about it, but I gotta tell you, you're all right. You really are, and perception is reality, and reality is perception. So, just know that all this shit you're giving yourself or whatever, you're just wham, my diaper's dirty and stuff. Well, no one else is gonna change it. And the sooner you know that you're the only one that can you're not a piece of garbage, you're just doing what you do, and you made yourself feel more and more crummy about whatever it is, because apparently this is really important, or you've deemed it important. But at the end of the day, all you got to do is just put one foot in front of the other. Just work on little micro tasks and let those micro tasks build into bigger tasks, and before you know it, you've got yourself a party. And any like pity party or I don't deserve this and this and that and everything, I mean, all that is going, well, when are mommy and daddy gonna apologize for their wrongs, or when's somebody gonna come and tell me that mommy and daddy were wrong? Well, mommy and daddy were wrong. Mommy and daddy were a couple of people just like you on your first or second date. They were just trying to get sweaty, and act on their animal instincts and stuff. And then, they made you, and like, none of that's perfect, nor is it expected to be. It's like, hey, yeah, we can get really upset, about getting a paper cut to open up the map that's gonna lead you to your vacation spot or whatever, or you could just continue focusing on the map. Yeah, it's really unfortunate you got a paper cut and everything, but you could be getting a farmer tan, out on the beach with your toes in the sand while you're watching that little incision in your flesh get smaller and smaller, And salt water is great for healing wounds, I'll tell you. So extrapolate that out to any of your little whatnots there and stuff. And what? There's a lot of biological reasons I'm not happy and everything and stuff. Freaking fix them. Diet, nutrition, it's not rocket science, and we're all holding our happiness for ransom and stuff by some measure. And it's like, well, it's always you. It's always you. It's never anyone else. No one's ever going to come apologize. And, people only make their decisions with their diet and their weight loss and stuff whenever they feel like it. Well, sure. But, it is as it should be, and it's all a part of the process. Like, till you die, it's all a part of the process. But you can also, you can take the scenic route. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're just like, well, I don't have to do this right now, so I'm not going to do it yet. I've still got this, and this is far more enthralling and motivating for me than, something else. And it's like, well, hey, guess what? Life is going to keep you in stitches with your ventures there and stuff. I promise you that the pendulum will swing. You won't be bored. You're not going to run out of stuff to do. No matter how happy you get, there's always going to be some fun little, reason to be flummoxed with something, and then you're going to have another adventure. It's before you know it, it's going to be Tuesday again, and you're going to get to see how Will and Grace get out of another little saga. So, at the end of the day, it's just pieces that you're keeping out of alignment. You're deliberately keeping them out of alignment. Because there's no reason you can't make whatever you're doing better. There's just no reason. There's no reason. And like I've always said, people are just holding their happiness for ransom, waiting on mommy and daddy, or waiting for that realization to hit and everything, And, you really, if anything, you're just wasting time. You're not supposed to be happy all the time. You're also not supposed to be miserable all the time. And you're not supposed to take years off your life being exhausted, like, oh, I'm not sleeping, and I'm not this, and I'm not, I'm not going to exercise. I'm just waiting on mommy and daddy to come apologize to me. I'm waiting on, that resolve. I'm sorry, but it's not going to come. You're wasting time. Move on, get to the next thing. And that may or may not be difficult for you to hear, but, that little crack in your ankle and everything, whenever you go to get up, it kind of hurts, but man, does it feel great, because you're just like, wow, I can move now and whatever. I want that to happen again, so, change your attitude and change your latitude, and, you'll get there, and just know that no matter what you do, as long as it's different, as long as you continue to make little micro progressions and stuff, you're guaranteed to get there. And your silliness of saying you're undeserving and stuff, it's just nonsense. Stop it. You're just driving your friends crazy. What you need to do is just concede and move on, because you're just wasting time and wasting resources. It's not important for you to have that big epiphany or anything. It's not for some pivotal moment and everything, like in some adorable little show and stuff. That's not reality. That's an escape, and it's like an idealism, but it's false. So just do it. And know that you're always doing it. Just sometimes whenever you go to like grab a hold of it and stuff, you're just taking less time with it. There's plenty of time to take with other things. You'll never run out of stuff to do. It's what you don't know anymore, and that means you're in the ground dead, right? All right. Thanks for tuning in, liking, subscribing, keeping the algorithm satiated. I'm sorry the screen's a little foggy there. It's got coconut oil on it from the old facial area there and stuff. I had super dry skin and super like wheat hay straw hair and stuff for better part of 30-40 years, and found out about coconut oil and Neutrogena body oil and stuff, and it's just been a hydrated, well emoliated party, and I'm much better for it. But thanks for coming by and listening to my my ramblings. I hope it helps.